Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Yeah, LINK sees quite a bit of a reversal back to the upside. Not necessarily bullish yet, but as I explained in the last videos, if we see a break back above the previous support level of $6 and LINK can do that and sustain above that level, it certainly would have some bullish implications and possibly we are seeing a reversal. At least with a break above $6, LINK is less bearish than initially expected, not necessarily bullish yet. So what we now need to see is a 5-wave move to the upside, indicated here in yellow. So whenever we want to see a clear signal, or whenever we're looking for a clear signal that the trend is reversing, we need to see 5 waves. At the moment, we only have 3. Okay, and the problem that I have with this is that the third wave that we see there has now reached the 2.382 extension. That is in contrast to what many believe not bullish. If the third wave is extending too much, it increases the risk that it remains a 3-wave structure because it gets exhausted too quickly. It would be important at some point to get this wave 4 and the wave 5. If a third wave extends too high, it rather is an ABC structure. As I said, because it extends too quickly and that will trigger more selling, and eventually this typically and very often leads to the pattern to break down. So at the moment what I'm watching for is ideally at some point here this 4th wave support and then another wave 5 to the upside. Now, the fact that we broke above resistance could now help price to come down, maybe retest previous resistance at $6 as support, and then to push higher in one more wave. It would be good to see a healthy wave 4, not just something like that and take off. This wave 4 would be too weak to be reliable. I'd like to see more of an extended wave 4. It doesn't mean it needs to come back a lot. It just means we want to see wave 4 of a decent size. Could also be time-wise, maybe a couple of days or 3 days of correction, sideways action before we move higher in a 5th wave. If we get 5 waves up, then we can count a possible wave 1. We can then call that a possible wave 1 reversal pattern, the first wave of an uptrend, and then we need to hold a subsequent pullback in a wave 2, which would consist of an ABC structure. This is sort of what I'm watching for, and I can only give you a relevant support area for this wave 2 as soon as I can see a 5-wave structure to the upside. But this is what I'm watching for. Until then, there is still a lot of downside pressure and increased risk of breaking down. At the moment, it's approaching the next resistance area around this sort of $6.80 level, the wave 2 high, and we have a bit of resistance before that at 667. But at some point here, we should see the wave 4 pullback now, and then we can see if it's holding a higher low, we can get a 5th wave, and then we can calculate the pullback for wave 2. Those so-called 1-2 setups are among the best elite wave setups, because after a first 5-wave move up, we can expect a 3-wave pullback, and if we can buy close to support, it increases the reward to risk ratio. And the third wave, which should follow afterwards, is typically the strongest wave, and therefore these 1-2 setups are typically very, very good and useful because of the reward to risk ratio. But overall, I mean, looking at the bigger picture, essentially what LINK obviously needs to do, it needs to essentially break above $9.50 to take out this significant resistance area, which was defined with all these peaks in November, August, and June 2022 at $9.50. There's a long way to go for LINK. Okay, that's my update about LINK. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.